last 8-9 years.
Bazillion years.
Longer than that. She's been a staple on the show. Kat Nella from Feast Magazine. She's sponsored by Twisted Tree Steakhouse from the Seibergs family at Watson and Lindbergh in Sunset Hills. Congratulations, Twisted Tree Steakhouse. It's their 1-year anniversary. Congratulations. Business is going strong thanks to Jimmy Christo, who knows a thing or two about restaurants. Call them at 314-394-3366 or twistedtreesteakhouse.com. Good morning, Kat.
Good morning.
What are we doing today?
So today we have organic olive oil straight from Greece.
Good.
And ramen. So I thought we'd start off with the olive oil. I am an olive oil nerd. I love a good olive oil. And it turns out there's a family here in St. Louis that owns a company called Olea, O-L-E-A, Estates, and they're a multi-generation family from Greece. They part of the family relocated to St. Louis in like 2008 or 9 or something like that. And so the grove, the olive oil grove, was actually planted in 1856.
Here in town? Here somewhere?
In Sparta.
Oh, okay.
In Greece.
Okay.
Olive trees
I
don't
thought
grow
you meant Sparta,
in
Illinois. That's what I thought you meant.
I think that's, that's a fair question.
That's legit. That's straight up legit.
Absolutely.
Except that we do not have that appropriate climate to grow olives.
All right.
And so the olives here are processed in just the most respectful way. So they hand pick all of the olives, and then they go straight to the press, which is in the middle of the village, close to where the grove is.
Okay.
And there's like a spigot, so you pour your olives in. They're pressed, and then you gather up the olive oil. And what's left in the olive oil, it makes it kind of cloudy because little bits of the olive skin, because olive is a fruit, and all that kind of stuff is kind of left. And larger companies will like mechanically filter that out, but this family, what they do is they actually take their olive oil and they, for 60 days, sit it in a large drum, like a large vat, essentially, and allow gravity to take those solids out. So it's considered an unfiltered olive oil. It's organic. And when you have olive oil that is processed in this way, number one, the flavor cannot be beat. It is like a very pure olive oil flavor, but also it retains the nutrients and the antioxidants and all the stuff that makes olive oil such a beneficial oil to use. So Olea Estates, they have 2 different kinds that they offer. It's just the Olea, and then Olea Gold. So the Olea Gold is the higher quality that you should use for drizzling. You should put it on like hummus and finish with soups or salads. And then the straight up Olea can be used for cooking and all that kind of stuff. So they have they started out selling in Kirkwood at the farmers market. And they now, just over the years, have needed to find warehouse space, and they now have a storefront in Maryland Heights. McGraw is like making.
This is an unbelievable story.
Yeah, I know, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I have 6 questions, but finish where their store is.
All right. So the store is at 2566 Metro Boulevard in Maryland Heights. They have obviously the olive oil for sale. They also have things like candles and olive oil soap and olives and
anything made of olives.
Yeah,
it's right by the radio station, really. It's Dorset, just right off Dorset.
And so it's right
inside
by
270.
Yeah, and it's right by where their warehouse is.
Wow, this
is a St. Louis family?
Well, their family is from Greece, and they relocated here. And the last name of the family is Cronus.
And how long ago did they relocate to here?
It was like 2008 or 9.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not been that long.
Yeah, this is a new family.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And there's nothing better than good quality olive oil.
And if you've never had a chance to taste really great quality olive oil, because I mean, when you buy the stuff,
you can't trust anything anywhere anymore because it's all knockoff stuff.
That's right. they'll mix it with other kinds of oils. They'll say it's Italian or Greek or whatever, Spanish, and it's not.
And it's Crisco.
Yeah, I mean, essentially,
Right. Yeah.
And so knowing that you're buying it straight from this family and it's from their family's groves and you can trust the source, I mean, it's awesome
So
stuff.
they got a store now. You can go in and get the olive oil.
Yeah, you can also buy it online.
Yeah. Olea, O-L-E-A, Olea Estates.
Yes.
That is a great story. I'm going there
Yes.
today.
I'm going to go there this week.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
betcha. All right, what's number 2?
Number 2 is also a great story. It is Nudo. So Qui Tran of the My Lee family. So My Lee was the first Vietnamese restaurant in St. Louis. And Qui has been working with his mom and dad since the restaurant opened. And so he has kind of created this new restaurant. He was really inspired by what's happening with ramen. And so Nudo just opened up like 13, 14 days ago, something like that, in Creve, Coeur, and it's 11423 Olive. And Qui is awesome. Number one, he's an amazing guy, and he has spent about 3 years developing his ramen recipe. He wants it to be as authentic as possible, and finding the location, building it out. And so now it's finally open. And so he has 4 different kinds of ramen. The classic, which is the pork tonkatsu ramen. And so the thing about these broths is they have to cook for like ever, like 12, 14, 16 hours. And a true pork ramen broth, it is almost sticky because of all of the, like you just really have to break down all of the bones, and it's rich and it's silky, and it should have a very silky mouthfeel. So it's not like a regular broth or a stock. It's much, much more complex. And so in that very kind of like basic, quote unquote, ramen, he has these wonderful, chewy, kind of a curly and thin ramen noodle, and then this beautifully silky and tender pork, and the egg, which he marinates in kind of like soy and sugar and mirin. It's delicious. And so what they do is they kind of like, they don't hard cook and they don't soft cook the egg. It's kind of like this medium egg, where then they cut it in half and they serve the egg kind of like sunny side in the broth, and the texture of it is just perfect. And then it's served with a little bit also of pickled mustard greens and pickled bamboo. It's good stuff. Wait. And so there's also mushroom ramen that is really lovely with a soy broth, and then also a spicy miso, and you have to go.
All right, what's the name of this place?
Nudo, N-U-D-O.
Nudo, as in Menudo, but just Nudo House in Creve Coeur, 11423
You could say that.
Olive.
Yes.
You're going to remember it now. Menudo, like Menudo, but Nudo.
This is true.
I got 15 seconds. What's going on with Feast Magazine?
Come with me to India. It's in January.
Yes.
And if you go to feastmagazine.com, all the information is there. So, yeah, just let me know if you want to go.
Feastmagazine.com.
Yes.
Feastmagazine.com. For that and subscriptions to Feast, you can get sent it straight to your house.
Yes.